So I'm reviewing my life from 2024. My 2025 starts. Where is it? Where is it? Now.
2 notebooks. This is my 30s notes. Life in 30s. Yeah. And then this is the daily planner. Weekly planner. Since October.
Want to glow. Coffee circle.
We're waiting to cross.
We almost died.
Yeah, where are the cars now? They're gone. Oh, there. Okay.
I look like I'm going to school. With
Yeah.
my backpack and my book.
She's a school girly. Yeah, we're gonna go to, what was the name of that place?
San Buena.
San Buena. It's like apparently a nice cafe, deli store. Wow, so sassy with the boots. Boot sound. Yeah! She slept for 100 years. Kinda want that. I love spaces like this. True love.
What are we doing? It's a sunny day in Berlin. Berlin.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Tomorrow's -1. Today is 22. So we worry about today.
And not think of tomorrow.
No, no.
No, the TV tower is a paid actor. See? It's just standing there.
Everyone is a paid actor.
Got my book. You got your book.
Aga.
Team paperback and team e-reader.
Digital girl.
Digital girly. Wow, are we in a museum?
Museum of
Saturday, we're going to 𝚒𝚘𝚘𝚘𝚘 for a ride class. It's like a spin class but more strength, and It's in Prenzlauer Berg. It's super nice day out. And it's somewhere there. This wasn't part of the plan, but I'm gonna use this. No, I'm gonna use this for my London trip. I look so biz girly. There's an event in Adobe today, so it's like a photography event in Berlin, and I'm off to meet Aya at the venue. So it's like I think it's a 5-minute walk. I wish you could feel how cold it is because it's freezing. Headed to design offices today for Creative Morning Talk this May. No, it's April. This April. So I gave a talk in January and I haven't attended since I was away and busy. So it'll be nice. Aya's also coming with me today, so it's a back-to-back event day. Yeah, we're gonna go network and have some good breakfast.
This is not
Oh, you match.
Communication designer is also important, creative director and media curator at the Museum für Naturkunde, more or less down the street.
We're making some sort of bacon. So I seared bacon, there's garlic, frozen spinach, and oat cream. So I make creamy spinach pizza. I just wanted to finish up this last batch of fusilli that I haven't cooked in like a couple months. Hello, I'm tired from work, so I'm gonna pop in and show you what I got yesterday at the Adobe event. So yesterday we had the Adobe event. It was my first time attending an in-person event, so that was really fun. I think I need to brush up on my networking because I usually am a bit anxious about these things. I think it's also because this is like more of a design industry thing. When it comes to like stationery or journaling, I'm very like, it's kind of my bubble. I know where to go around. I know how to say hi to people. But still managed to get some freebies. This morning was the Creative Mornings talk for April, which was super cool because the speaker is a works at the Naturkunde Museum in Berlin, and as far as she mentioned that she designs for the museum, which I think is a really cool job. So anyway, it is a big fat envelope of random stuff. Also, I'll show you first my name tag, which has been kind of hanging here since last night. It's my name tag. They asked like what type of photography you do, so I think red was one of them was landscape and travel, and one of them was street and lifestyle. I'm like, I don't know, I think I do lifestyle and travel. Anyway, I think I was most excited for all of these bits because there are a lot. And so first we have this strap, which I kind of butchered actually. So this is the strap. I'm gonna find a way to put it in my journal. And then this was a postcard I like the size of it. It doesn't feel like a postcard, but it is. And at the back, it says, "We love what you've been doing to the community." I'm manifesting that I get to work with Adobe this year at some point because I'm a huge Adobe girl. I've been using their products since I was in high school. My first design awakening was learning how to use Photoshop by way of my neighbor, Steffi, who taught me how to use Photoshop. Other things, this was the one that was in the seats. So before we sat down they did like a demo and then there was a panel discussion. There were these stickers and then obviously I got one. And then when I got up and then, we had to go to the other room to network and chat, a lot of people just abandoned their stickers on their seats. So I got them. I got more of them. It's not like I'm going to use all of them. My initial thought was like, so my love language is I love giving stickers to friends. My stickers and stickers I collect. So I'm going to give these to some of my favorite friends who are also designers. There was also a photo op at the entrance. So we managed to get like a Polaroid photo. This is a new friend that I met, Aya's friend, 𝚑𝚘𝚘𝚔. And then I took home more of these Hello, My Name Is. I think they're great for just like for journaling and also like for notebook covers. But yeah, I think I'm gonna find some use for this at some point. More of the stickers. And then there were other stickers that I wanted to show you. These ones are also cute. It's just a simple Adobe logo. I actually think I'm gonna put one on my Tumblr because it matches my Tumblr, like the actual Tumblr, not Tumblr the website, Tumblr aesthetic. And then I asked them if they could give me the Creative Cloud stickers. So they gave me some. And then I got these prints. These are prints. They're so nice. They're photos. Here are some of the prints. So yeah, all in all, very productive haul. This envelope was also super nice. You had the option to send mail actually. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna send mail. I have my own stamps, but I'd love to take this home so I could like use those stamps and stuff. But yeah, that was my little haul. And I feel like I maxed out on events. Other things happening this April. There's just been a lot of things going on, to be honest. Like, I like being busy, but also I'm so tired. The weather's not helping. Next week, we're going camping. So later, I'm going to take you to Decathlon with me and Keisha. We're going to look for some supplies to bring to our camping trip. Before we continue, this video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website platform to help you build your online presence, whether you're just starting out or growing your creative business. I personally use Squarespace to run my website, and one thing I love is how easily customizable every page is and how easy it is to build custom pages, especially for my workshops and events. I can share all the information from the dates, sign-ups, payment links, and everything stays on brand and super streamlined. For me, it's become a creative canvas to explore and experiment different ways on how I can get creative, adding different graphics, using different fonts, and trying out different layouts for upcoming workshops that I'm putting out, as well as experimenting with different ways I can provide the information and make it more seamless for anyone to click on and to sign up for my future workshops. If you've been meaning to set up your own space online, head to squarespace.com/Abbey Sy for a free trial and use code Abbey Sy to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And once again with the errand friend.
The person of the season.
Wow.
For like 3 people. I got 1 for 3.
Wow.
That's what you bring.
Camp stuff.
Huge thing.
Das is Berlin.
In Berlin.
This is spring in Berlin.
Hi, just came back from workout and I have these packages. I actually bought accessories for this DJI because I figured it was about time to add accessories since we're going camping in a few days. I got this stand. because now I'm using like the tripod extension, which is fine, but I don't think is actually that durable. So I got this silicone one that really stands firmly on a flat surface. And then I got this extension, but I don't see the magnet. I also got like a magnet thingy. I have to double check. Extension adapter. Is the magnet here? Oh yeah, this is, I believe this is the magnet. And then, yeah, it looks like a cage. I don't know, I've been seeing all these YouTube videos about upgrading and stuff, so I thought I'd actually like take more time. I'm actually also in the middle of kind of reorganizing my tech workflow. I've been voice memoing Job every day to ask him, because he's kind of like, I want to say he helps me a lot with tech stuff because he knows more tech than I do. So kind of figuring out the workflow. I also have this camera, if in case you don't know. Most of my videos are actually filmed here, but if I go out, I usually just bring the DJI. This past April, I've been training myself to really take this out and film. And I think it's a conscious effort to film because I have to keep in mind that, you know, I live here, so it's always different to film when you're living in that city, because for me, it's like everyday things, so I have to really take time to notice what's in front of me. Okay, the other silly thing I bought. This is more of like an Abbey coded purchase. So we were gonna go camping. Wow, I really wrecked the packaging. We're going camping and I wanted to bring some props, you know? Because it's not every day you go camping, and the original ones of these cost at least 100 euros. So I got a kiddie set of binoculars. This better be cute. Mostly for, ooh, okay. Oh my god, I'm such a child. Yeah, so I bought binoculars. I mean, oh, it actually works. It's a very Moonrise Kingdom moment, but yeah, I thought it would be nice to bring this, you know. Also, in general, I think it'll be good props because I need these kinds of props for filming and for photos and for, yeah. Explorer era. Okay, I actually have to continue work because I have a deadline tonight, so I'll catch you tomorrow. Finishing up the miso paper deadline. I don't know, the drawing just takes forever, but here's what I've done so far. And I have like 2 hours to color this in and do the layout, and then I have to design the PET kiss cut tapes. Ideally, I would scavenge my design archive, but I just wanted to challenge myself creatively and make original work for this. And what I can do afterwards is, once this is all finished, like the individual artworks, I could use as like jumping off points for future designs. So I'm working on that concept now, and I've also been like getting inspo from a lot of Japanese sticker brands. Like Mindwave has this series that I really love. I think it's called Doing. So I've been incorporating a lot of that into how I'm designing, like the color scheme, the style, because the way I draw is it's like drawn by hand, but it's digital with the pencil tool. So I'm incorporating that kind of approach, and I super like this colorway that I wanted to experiment on. It's not the usual Abbey colorways, but I like blue and green, so I'm kind of working on that. Also, I'm watching hacks. This is how I get by with work. I'm watching a TV show and I'm working on my iPad. For some reason, I really like using the iPad mini now just because it's like more portable. So back to work. Picked up my residence permit. It's such a nice day out, but I feel really sick. So, I'll show you the view. Hi, it is the start of May and I have a lot to do. I keep thinking that work is slow, but actually it's a lot, and I just slowly kind of get into a state of overwhelm, and it's been so interesting seeing my behavior change throughout the months because obviously the seasons change, and I grew up in tropical country. I've always been used to being on all the time, but also since my word of the year, I still stick to it. It's balance. I'm trying to also figure out a better workflow for me so it's easier to adjust based on the schedules I have. For example, this May is a lot. There's so many things on my plate. I also just signed on to do a big freelance project with a brand. I will share more about that in the future. But with that in the mix, and also upcoming trips and planning summer workshops, and also finding apartments, I've been slowly getting back into monitoring my health and fitness. So there's just been like every part of my life has been kind of like in the mix, in the pie chart, and that's kind of rare. So I'm learning to be able to hold space for that. And the past few weeks have kind of been on and off because I got sick. I was so demotivated. It was kind of hard to get by, and I learned that I know this is easier said than done, and obviously this is the advice that everyone says. It's like sleep better, eat better, go outside, get some fresh air. But it's always so difficult to put myself in that headspace because I am constantly, I don't know, I'm always like, no, I'm just gonna lie down in bed. I'm just gonna watch this next thing. And right now I am also starting to monitor the different ways I react to certain tasks I do on a regular basis, because I've just been so used to being like, you know, making content, working on certain projects, and I think I'm not fully tapping into my creative potential or the limits of what my creativity can do right now. That's to say, I also don't want to overdo it because I think for the past few years, I just didn't want to acknowledge it because I've been so focused on making money and sort of living day to day here in Berlin. Is that I think I really am on the verge of burnout. I'm just trying to kind of add up like little patches to kind of not really bury it, but not intensify it, you know? Like I don't want to reach that point because at this point, I also feel like, you know, if you ask me like, should I like just take a month off? I think I'm gonna go crazy if I do that because I am not the type of person who I basically can't do nothing. I have to be doing something. It doesn't mean that it has to be a paid job, but like just doing things is what keeps me going. So that sounded so Capricorn, to be honest. But anyway, just to keep you in the loop, today I finally caught up on journaling. I also have been I haven't been feeling my journaling recently. Is that bad? I feel like maybe because I switched my routine. I've been trying to just journal in the morning instead of the evening. I don't know if that's a good thing. I have to keep you updated on that. I think it also depends on the lifestyle and whether I want to journal every day or kind of just do it every 3 days, as I mentioned in my 3-day rule. But yeah, I just kind of the days just kind of like aren't so, I don't know. I'm not being so over dramatic and be like, oh my god, I'm not enjoying this, you know. Sometimes it's just nice to write things down, but maybe I'm looking for a different creative outlet. Like I want to bust out all my paints. I actually just filmed the stationery store haul. It's just a small haul that I got from visiting all the stationery stores in Berlin, and I did get a new water brush and a cup, like a watercolor painting cup. So I think that'll give me an excuse to paint this coming weekend. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed tagging along my life here in Berlin. I don't really share that much of these things, but I also feel a bit like, wow, it became a yap session. I just feel sometimes that I never really do art vlogs, and I don't know if that's the type of content that, I don't know, at this point I really don't know what the algorithm wants, and I'm also kind of fed up on wanting to just feed what people want. I watch a lot of these vlogs down the line. Like I watch all of my old vlogs because I just like seeing how I was at a certain time period. So either way, I do hope you enjoyed watching this, and I really loved showing you around some parts of the city, a bit more candid things, you know. I feel like my life is my own movie slash sitcom, so you know, you get to see a little some of the guest stars, aka my good friends and the people who keep me going in the city. So thank you so much for watching. And if you are from Berlin, I have a workshop in June in partnership with C-Space. So if you'd like to check that out, I will also link it down below to get tickets. We have a couple of slots left. And thank you so much again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. I have been manifesting this whole Squarespace thing for a really long time now, since I actually started YouTube. So I'm really glad to be able to work with Squarespace. And thank you so much. Take care, everyone. Always be creating. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.